Hello, very good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to 737 Aviation and welcome to another special event. Today we're gonna be taking a first look to the PMDG 777 300, which has been released recently. As you know, this airplane got some fame and some hype lately, and obviously it will be I had to purchase it anyway, and we'll take a quick look. I will tell you that I haven't been flying it yet. I just started the engines, I saw that everything is operating, but I haven't been flying it yet. So today we're gonna be taking it to the skies, and at the moment we are sitting at Boeing Field in Seattle. We'll be doing a short local flight from Boeing Field to Painfield, also to Seattle. I have some route that is going actually around Seattle, around Washington State, and the flight time today will be probably approximately about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and along the way we'll test all the systems. We'll try to do some manual handling, maybe some high altitude, slow speed, approach to stall, etc, etc. So, as you probably noticed, if you log into VATSIM map, you will see that there are quite a lot 777s flying around the network recently, which is obviously quite natural after this kind of event. We have been waiting for this 777. That's the first really study level long-haul airplane in Flight Simulator 2020. Which is kind of a game changer. Hopefully it will be a game changer for us. By the way, the scenery is thanks to Mr. Jevitsky Design, and as well the paint field, we have it from them. So if you want, you have a link below, you can purchase the scenery as well. So 777, as you know, that's the largest twin passenger jet. It's quite, if you see the size compared to 787, it's like half longer. The 300 ER, it's almost half longer than 787-8, and I'm not even talking about 737 Max, or that's Max, 737 Max 9, which is the larger Max, and here is a smaller Max, and this one is 74-meter long, which is twice longer than 737-8, and the range of it is 7,000 something nautical miles. So it's the largest twin passenger jet. It was made in 90s in US. The first commercial flight, I believe, was in 1995. And the first flight was 200. The 300 was introduced a bit later, and this one is actually 300. It's in British Airways livery, and this one is the first fully fly-by-wire Boeing airplane, and is powered by those two massive GE engines producing 115,000 pounds of thrust each. So we have 230,000 pounds all together, compared that 737 is producing maximum of 27, okay, max is maximum 28,000 pounds. So altogether this plane is almost 8 times more powerful than 737, which obviously gives it quite big, quite a nice performance. So if you have any questions during the live, please leave me a message on the chat. I will be happy to answer you. I see first question is the type rating the same for 777 and 787, and the answer is yes. The 777 and 787, they do have the same type rating. The only difference is that you will need conversion from one to another, which is about 2 or 3 sessions so you have only one entry in the license. The other common types are 7.5 and 7.6. They are the same type rating as well. And yeah, that's it for Boeing. So as always from PMDG, this plane is very nicely done. The exterior is superb. Likewise in the flight deck, we have all the buttons which are clickable. I don't know about the circuit breakers, but I probably think that everything that you can find here has some clickable place. Yeah, at least most of them. Okay, so let's go to the overhead panel, switch on the battery, and let's switch on the external power on primary and secondary. This plane will take a couple of minutes to boot up, so it's not coming up instantly like 737. It will come up in 1 or 2 minutes, so we still have time. In the meantime, we have this PMDG flight tablet, which is obviously very nicely done. So we can request data from SimBrief. That's gonna be our route today, so we're gonna be flying north, actually westbound, then south towards Portland, and then east, and short flight back to Bainfield. Looking at the flight plan flight time is 1 hour 40 minutes, but I do expect it to be a bit shorter. Then we obviously have the Navigraph charts, KBFI, and it's all integrated into the simulator. So come on, oh yeah, there we go. Airport reference, airport info. I would like to pin that one in. We'll be departing, I don't know which runway yet, but we're gonna check the weather in a second. All the information you can change units. I would like to have nautical miles, feet, knots, so all nice and easy. Pressure unit today, inches of mercury, and weight will be pounds. Since we're flying across states, we're gonna use the imperial units today. And that's the info. What else we have? We obviously have the ground operations. We can connect and release ground powers, air conditioning units, jetways, etc, etc. Ground services, we can go request all. They will come up, and it's of course fully animated in here. Good. To be honest, I don't need them, so let's release them. The doors, I would like to close all doors. What is that sound? Something is booting up, but I don't know what yet. Automated ground ops setup turned to, that's the pushback, I suppose. Oil chokes, plant fuel. Okay, yeah, I can put okay, but that's the fueling. Okay. Yeah, I will leave it alone. And maintenance, everything seems to be in order here. You can replace brakes, tires, IDG drives, and all the motors. But since this airplane is brand new, we're not gonna need that. So let's jump to the SimBrief data. We are going to need 45,000 pounds. I will go with 50,000 pounds, as I want to do some flight maneuvers as well. So let's go to FS Actions, Fuel, and I would like to have 50,000 pounds. LBS, and that's all in. And all this 50,000 pounds are going into the wing tanks, so the main tanks. For the passengers, I would like to have, yeah, full passengers, and maybe no cargo today, since that's, let's say, sightseeing flight. We don't need any cargo here, unless what's our takeoff weight? If you weight 46 4600, 460,000 pounds, so we're gonna need about 10,000 pounds of cargo to be on the zero fuel weight from flight plan. Which is roughly the same, 460, and the CG will be 36.3. I will note it down here, 36.3. Bravo. Okay, jumping into the FMS, and we'll start with all the procedures. Nav data out of date, as always with me, so sorry for that. Overhead panel, and let's start the flow. Yeah, the circuit breakers are not clickable here, but the rest is. So let's go from the left. EFE, passenger seats, cabin utility, APU is not needed just yet. Most of the systems on 777 are automated, so we just leave it on and they will turn on whenever relative system is available, and it will be running automatically. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps are going to auto. Seat belts on. And what else we need? The lighting is okay. Cargo fire test. It's done. Engine fire. We have auto start on. Fuel jettison. I think this is as well simulated, but I'm not sure. We may check it if we have time for that. Fuel pumps on. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. And the pressurization panel is set. APU bleed off for now. Pressurization panel is auto. It's all set. Logo light is not needed. And nav lights are set. We will go with fly direct on my side, and then we'll prepare the MCP in just a second. Okay, what else we have here? This is going to the RTO. And here we have the fire switches, so it's all tested already. Parking brake may be set, so they can remove the chocks. For some reason I have toga and toga on both sides. I cannot switch on the flight directors without any other mode. Maybe, just maybe, it's a thing about 777, but I'm not sure, I cannot tell you. And I would like to switch on the driver as well. Good. So, jumping back to the FMS. Let's go to index and start from very beginning. It's all the same as 737. Basically, the Boeing logic is that most of the planes will be pretty much the same logic. Position initialization, we have KPFI, Boeing field, and the present position is GPS, which we are going to set. Route, Kilo Bravo, Foxtrot India to Bainfield. Just wondering if it's gonna take, oh yeah, Bravo, it will load the route from the sim brief, and it seems to be okay. Select route, activate execute. I need to check what's my call sign on the VATSIM. It's Boeing 4 Hotel, not Jerry 4 Hotel. Route 1 Uplink ready, activate and execute. Boeing, fall to hotel. Descent forecast uplink ready, so activate, execute. And let's go to legs. It's not really in, isn't it? I cannot load winds if I don't have the route. So maybe let's go to activate, and there is no waypoints here, so that might be kind of a problem. Let's go to save, or maybe even load. That should be working. Yeah, it's here, but it still doesn't show me any route. Okay, I'm gonna do it manually then. Oh, it's here. Bravo. Pearl, Ari, 2, Armor. And is it the same as here? I suppose it is. It's ending at Kilo Mike Whiskey Hotel. Let's activate that. Let's go to weather, departure. Variable 6 knots. So basically we could depart any runway. Electronic flight back, and let's see what departures we have available. The first point we're gonna be flying to is Pearl. So let's try to find some SID which has Pearl in it. Basically most of the departures on Boeing field are just radar vectors. So as you see, there's nothing here. It's unlike in Europe, the departures are a bit different. So what we're gonna do is just put the runway in. So airport info. We can depart from 14 right. Okay, so why not? It's a very long runway, then just turn right. So let's go departure arrival, 14 right, and just without any arrival, we'll go direct to Pearl. With the runway track of 1. What is it saying? My god, it's so small. 135. 135. So let's give the runway heading 135. Of course, I'm going all the way around. Let's say that initially 10,000 feet should work. So I would like to have LNAV armed. And for VNAV, let's do the performance calculation as well. So performance calculator is here, performance tool. We need to type in all the data. We can do it manually, but we can import from OFB, for instance, 50,000, 36.3, 500,000, not 50,000. And import weather, so variable 6 knots, temperature 7 degrees centigrade, QNH, or altimeter 3001. Go to calculate. Weight inputs are from 37 to 775,000, so the weight is 500,000 pounds. Yeah, now it's fine. V1 148 152 158. So let's finish up with performance. I will just accept it. So fuel weight will be 460,000 pounds, which gives me gross weight of 510. Cruising altitude will be a bit higher than 5,000 feet. It's most certainly not 5,000 feet here. It's 380. So let's type in 380. We might be too heavy. Oh, maybe not, because we don't have fuel. We don't have that much fuel. And that's performance. I had 510,000 instead of 500,000, so let's add 10,000 pounds more. I don't think that, honestly, 3 tons would make any difference for this plane. So if takeoff 2 with 45 degrees, takeoff 2 with 45 degrees, 88.5, and this one is saying is 88.2, which is a little bit less, so it's on the conservative side. Takeoff on flaps 5, CGA is 36, so trim will be 3 units. And where is the trim indicator? Is here. We need to trim it down to 3 units. There we go. It's very long airplane, so we don't want to trim it too heavy on the tail. So we start rotation, we don't want to do the tail strike. And the takeoff speeds are 50, 54, 59, which is exactly the same as the FMC, and 159 is set. Auto throttle is on. And I think that's it in this case. So we done pretty much everything. Just wondering if they have checklists here. They should have checklists. Yeah, they do have checklists here. So unlike the 737 that we've seen before, 777 already has the ECAS. So all the systems are shown here, even the checklists. Just a little curiosity about Boeing airplanes. If you have 737, it doesn't have the ECAS messages. Even the MAX doesn't have ECAS messages. But if you take a look on a military version of 737, what was its name? Give me a second. Military 737 is Boeing C-40 Clipper, or I don't remember the name of it, but they based some airplane on Boeing 737, and unlike the civil version, the military version has ECAS. And even if you take a look on 737, it has buttons for ECAS here below the screen, but you cannot use it because it's not certified and it's basically disengaged. Okay, but whatever. Going back to 777, we have all the systems here. Electrical system, hydraulic, fuel, air, door, gear, flight controls, and in-up, that's the cameras. So we don't have cameras, obviously. Checklists, COM. I don't know what's that. I think that's ACARS. And nav, which just pops the little nav screen down here. Cancel recall, so it basically can cancel all the messages. It's working like the regular recall on 737, instead is electronic. So we are going to start the APU now and prepare for the rest. So let's go with the checklist. Checklist, and it's half automated. So oxygen, test 100% flight instruments. I have heading 225 altimeter 3002, and it's set. Next checklist complete. So normal menu before start checklist. Flight leader class locked for MCP. Passenger signs on MCP. I have 159135, 10,000 feet set. Takeoff speeds 150, 154, 159. So pre-flight completed. Radar on trim. We have 3 units. Taxi takeoff briefing completed. Beacon is coming on. As you see, you cannot click it. You have to switch it on here, and then it will turn green itself. Next is before taxi checklist. So that's a huge step forward compared to 737, and I don't know why they couldn't incorporate it into 737 as well. So let's go with engines. APU is firing up. I think it's already running. Or not. As always, we have AP running. Great. So we can disconnect the external power and ask them to disconnect it from here as well, please. Ground connections, ground power release, and the parking brake is set, so we can release the chocks as well. And all the systems, everything will move back. This little pushback guy is here and he doesn't want to move away. So maybe if I turn him on and off, he will just drive away. If not, I will have to taxi through him. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So everything is more or less prepared for engine start. The only thing we have to go is APU bleed auto. Fuel pumps. As you see, as we have started the APU, one fuel pump has switched on automatically, so we don't need to switch it on. It's already running, regardless if we turn it on or off, it's running. And we don't have any fuel here, so we don't want it on. Hydraulic pumps on. And we should have as few amber lights as possible, and so as we are clear to engine start. Just a quick glimpse after is no one on VATSIM. There is Auckland control, but I believe I'm outside, so yeah, maybe I'm not. Yeah, the guy is just south of us. But maybe we're gonna be flying through his airspace, we'll see. Okay, clean for engine starts, we'll be starting turn 1 in sequence. 777 has the auto start system, which is exactly the same as Boeing 737 MAX, but on MAX you cannot use it. So we go start and we just add fuel and it will ignite whenever FADEC thinks that the engine's ready. We have N2, N1. And oil pressure is rising. Let's go back to fly deck. So the starter has cut out and this engine is going to be stabilized in a second. So let's start the engine number 1. We go to start. We go for start switch to run. And we just wait. There's nothing to do, just wait. Does the fuel flow? And the fuel flow on idle thrust is 2,300 pounds. 2,300, yeah, pounds per hour. So that means it's roughly 1 ton per hour of fuel flow. Let's take a look on the overhead panel. As you see, the systems that are ready will automatically come up. So when I switch on the APU, switch off the APU, it will switch on the left engine bleed and it will switch on the packs. Probably, yeah, it will, because it's automatic. So maybe they have to wait or some timeout or something. Okay, whatsoever. Let's go with flaps 5. We have 1 and 5. We don't have some intermittent settings like on 737s. We can blank lower DU. We can check the flight controls. So go full forward, full back, to the right, to the left, and rudders left, center, right, center. Here we cannot check the recall, so we have to check what's here. If you cool down parking brake set, auto brake out to your passenger side on doors auto. So we are going to blank lower DU. But before we do that, we go to P4 taxi checklist, anti-ice ground recall check. Auto brake out to your flight controls check, front equipment is clear. This guy is kind of brave. Okay, his own choice. And the next is P4 takeoff checklist. Flaps 5, green light. So now we can blank it. And we're going to that was quite easy, let's say. So runway turn off, taxi lights on. I'd like to do one more thing before we start taxiing. We go to 122.8 and check how is the connection with ANSI, just in case if somebody comes up. Yeah, I'm transmitting, so that's great. But I'm not listening to the second set for some reason, and I would like to listen on the 121.5. We each have right, 121.5. This one will be active. I would like to listen to this and this, and stop on this. Listen to this, and stop on this. Yeah, and now I'm listening up on both frequencies. Great. Boeing field traffic, Boeing 40 tail taxiing to runway 1 for right. So, let's release the parking brake. Come on. Do the config check. Yeah, it's nice and light. So it's clear on the left, clear on the right. It's a very big airplane, so we need a lot of space to taxi. It's not 737. Oh, it's not. You can see when the stick lights. Because I was turning too quickly. And on 777 the aft wheels are turning as well. Yeah, I will operate to see that they are steering as well. Okay. See, we're basically out of here, and the wingspan is that big that barely fit in here. There's somebody flying over us, but you know, since PMDG release, it's very, very busy here. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to taxi. Okay, this one is coming through. This one is coming through, but it's quite narrow. Even if I follow the center, I may probably something. Taxi very, very slowly. see the massive size of it. It's just too big for this airport. Stopped working, so if they want me they will call me. So airport weather, it seems to have operating weather radar. I don't know how much is it correct, but seems it's working. Maybe it's some kind of internet data, maybe not. Boeing 422 lining up 1 for right, taking off towards west in Boeing field. Good. Let's go. Let's do that. Because they're going to cross the runway to some I guess both at least the pushback track. And let's line up properly. Or at least pretend I'm lining up properly. Yeah, that's a great moment to cross. Well done, my friend, well done. Now we're heading SU15 and let's check the set. We'll go on the arm VNAV and I think I'm ready. Let's go. Timing. Hot throttle armed. Thrust reference Toga. He overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. What the heck? Huh, that's interesting. Let's go again. Let's do it again. But why? I haven't even started moving. Okay, that's an interesting feature. Let's try it again. And of course the VATSIM is disconnected. And in the meantime we can't hear. Okay, let's go like this. I go a bit less on the outside view. Let's go ready to fly. The only thing I have to change is damage. I will turn off the damage. I promise I'm gonna be quick this time. So controls options, nope, options, general options. Apply model, nope. Miscellaneous. Where is that? Assistance options, maybe. Failure and damage. Crash damage, dead, engine stress damage, icing effect on. Apply and save. Battery up. Now we're gonna do it quickly. So this one is not what I would like to be doing normally, but we don't have any choice, right? Packs, APU bleed. I will start the APU already. It was 135. Why? Why does it happen? And after that we're gonna just reposition to the runway. So don't worry, we're not gonna do that all over again. EFB, request, KBFI, Bravo, airport, and then ground operations. I would like to have the parking brake is set, so we can release everything, but in a second, as soon as the APU will start running. Now, that was not promising, but it happens. KBFI, runway 1 for right, import from airplane, a bit heavier than the other one, so FS sections, fuel, we talked about 50,000 pounds, return, payload, we had full, we had 5,000, 5,000 and 5,000. If you wait full 60, which is exactly the same. Now let's go with this menu FMC, menu FMC, legs, index, ident, position, KBFI. I guess the longest will be waiting for the RS to align. Route request, Boeing 40 Hotel. It's already there, so load. Come on, just come up. And I can feel that my computer is already like burning. Performance, accept, 008 460. Cruising at 380. Thrust limit, that's a good one. But yeah, Boeing, Bravo, Oscar, Echo, 40 Hotel. We have time, we don't have anything else to do, I guess. Import from FP, import weather calculate, 1, takeoff to 45 degrees, takeoff to 45 degrees, 882, takeoff on flaps 5. On flaps 5, CG is 36. Like the previous one, the 3 units of trim is coming up here. Again, we don't want to be tail heavy. And yeah, departure runway 1 for right, execute, index, performance, thrust limit, takeoff and 150, 154, 159. is set, LNAF and VNAF. So now, as we have APU running, so we do have APU running, we can just remove everything, please. So release and remove jocks, great. Yeah, all is out. Not on intercept heading, so let's go to Perla once again, direct. But it will switch on and we'll start engine number 2. In the meantime, I will jump to the checklist and try to just see oxygen tested, flight thermostat checked, fuel control switches cut off. Yeah, I can't do cut off because I'm starting the engine already. Close and lock, MCP set, takeoff speeds are set. So your pre-flight is completed, trim is set, taxi completed, next normal, oxygen, fuel control switch is cut off, okay. So before taxi, the central carrier code checked, flight controls will be checked, canopy cover will be clear, flaps 5. And starting engine number 1. Normal, checklist override. And we go to before takeoff, flaps 5. Yeah, we have flaps 5. So engine blank to lower to you. Taxi lights will be on. That was quite a quick power up, I suppose. There's some amber messages here, on and on. Start to cut out, APU off, and we have this, whatever. Yeah, bravo, flight controls. And now, let's do a quick reposition to the runway. Just the last one thing to go, it's VATSIM connection, which I have lost, of course, as always. Disconnect, no, it's connected, 119.8, I just need to change the frequencies. So 122.8, and now it should not crash, because I think there was no reason for that. 121.5. I haven't done anything wrong. At least as far as I believe I haven't. Okay, bravo. So taxi lights on, and we're going to line the procedure. So taxi lights off, strobe lights on. We can alert the crew. And transponder TA array. Where the hell is transponder? That one. There we go. ATC 2000. That's my favorite type of transponder, that you have so many switches and buttons that you don't know which one to use. Let's go to TA array. And let's go. So with a slight delay, let's give it a try once again, guys. So hopefully the volumes are okay now. I put down some of the airplane noises, or airplane sound. And if I turn it too much, you can even hear that you are overstressing the nose wheel. Boeing 430 lining up, taking off, 1 for right in Boeing field. So once again, airports and weather, and I give this guy the right terrain. Video timing on. We're going to stop, set to take a thrust. Hot throttle on. And there we go, enjoy. Takeoff thrust is set. Now, of course, this little guy is gonna cross, but it's not your lucky day. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. So nice and slow rotation. And I I think we are airborne, so positive rate, you're up. Turning to the right, and LNIV speed is checked. Climb thrust, acceleration altitude set, flaps 1. Oh, that's the reason I saw a lot of people here, because they're departing from Seattle. And flaps up. I give autopilot command. That would be a short flight, just visual hop to here. Flaps up, no lights. After take a checklist, so checklist, after takeoff. Gear up, flaps up, after the check is completed, thank you very much. That was easy, huh? And there is some weather, you can see the weather radar returns. It's nice to fly, it definitely is. You can change the transponder type in options. It will do in a second. So let's go to 380 as briefed. So let's go to... I don't want it auto, I want it all the way 380. That's okay. Now we're passing by 500. Why is that? Okay. This is an interesting feature. 370. 380 set. It's nice to fly, it certainly is nice to fly. What would you recommend for specs for the PC that can ride high-end planes at 30 FPS? I'm not a good guy in the computers. I do have the RTX 4070 Ti, which is running it quite nicely. You have to remember that I'm streaming that as well. And with all these volumetric clouds and weather and custom sceneries, I can get about 45 FPS. Okay, it's getting quite warm inside my room, but otherwise it doesn't have any problems. Flight level 100, we passed flight level 100, so let's do the 10 checks. So the fuel is balanced, or it's not. Total fuel 45,000, so fuel is balanced. Yeah, 22.9, 22.9. 4 pumps. Lights are coming off. Cabin is climbing, so we need to check if the cabin's actual pressurizing, which is air. You can see that it has temperatures, but where's the cabin altitude? Yeah, the rate is 300, so cabin is climbing. There's nothing on recall, and scanflow complete. So 10 checks are completed, we can climb to 380. Once passing 180 we will set standard. And it's flying very nicely. If we need, we're gonna use some shortcuts and maybe practice traffic patterns in Painfield. We're not gonna need that minimums. and look at this climb rate. It's not heavy, it's very light plane. At the moment we have only 45,000 pounds of fuel, which is 20 tons. And that's nothing compared to the total capacity it has. It can take something about, I think, 150 tons, which is 300-ish thousand pounds. I'm not sure about that, and it's different from version to version. Altimeter standard is set. We're passing 17,200, and that's it. It's nice. I really enjoyed that. So for this plane you will pay $77, I think, or euros. But it's absolutely worth it. It's nicely done, flies nicely, at least so far. Except one little crash we had in the very beginning, for apparently no reason, but it might be as well a flight simulator failure. Let's take a look on the overhead panel. And that's more Airbus logic than Boeing, that if everything is blank, it's okay. So basically you have these ghost colors. If you switch off something, it's okay, but you have the amber light, and everything else, if it's not amber, it's all correct. Dobry wieczór, dobry wieczór. Hi Mr. Jerry, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen from flight, this is your third officer speaking on behalf of Captain Jerry. Thank you very much. Cześć Mireczko, siemaneczko. And as he's saying, please leave a comment, please leave a like, and hopefully I see you soon on my other streams. So today, if you don't know, we are testing out the new 777-300ER from PMDG, which is absolutely stunning airplane. I think, as all PMDG products, it's worth every cent you pay for it, but we're still testing out. At the moment we're going to climb to 380. We'll see the behavior up on the high altitudes. We do some autopilot maneuvers, and afterwards we'll descend to 250-ish and do some low speed maneuvers, high bank angles, some manual handling, and afterwards we're gonna fly to Painfield. And in Painfield we will do a couple of touch and goes probably. We'll see how it's basically behaving. There is a nice long runway here, so we will have a lot of space to practice. And afterwards, yeah, I'm not even questioning the systems here. I don't see a single reason to check out the systems, since all PMDG products are always absolutely perfect. And I think we have a lot of failures as well. We can simulate the failures. Approach reference, I don't want it yet. I would like to go to menu, to FS actions, no. PMG setup, options, colors, performance, that's the FPS limits, simulation, So maybe aircraft, they have failures. We don't have any failures here, but we can go and just enable random failures to the maintenance, clear active, next service in 250 hours. So we still have a lot of hours. And this plane, as most of the PMDG planes, has the maintenance. So if you fly it for a couple of sectors, it will progressively degrade. So the brakes will degrade, the tires will degrade. If you do hard landings, you will have to replace tires and brakes, etc., etc. But that's quite obvious with those publisher, that everything is mostly top of the top. Where we are heading to? We're still heading north. We are heading towards Canada. So let's go to UBG. Which we're gonna turn left to UBG. Whatever it's UBG. I don't know if you are UBG. But you can check that in here. It's somewhere close to Portland. And UBG is Tatoosh, Newburgh. Good, great. So going back to chat, if you got any questions, guys, just leave me a comment or just come up and chat. And as soon as we're gonna climb to 3.0, we'll check all the systems and do some high and low speed maneuvers. Most likely with the autopilot engaged, but we'll see that. And then we descend to something less for the low altitude air work, and we'll see what's happening afterwards. It's not climbing that well, but we can go to VNAV. Cruising altitude 381. Why is it 381? 30, please. And there's Econ Climb, Index Performance, VNAV. How do I switch it to, for instance, max rate? Max angle is 228. Okay, that's not really helping me. If I go, let's say 82, during climb, it will climb faster for a while, but then we'll lose the energy and decrease again. But let's test it out. In the meantime, I will prepare some approach for Bainfield, because we need to be prepared for later on, as I still have some time. Let's go here, arrival, Bainfield. It's 080 at 3 knots. 080 at 3 knots. Let's see how the other guys are doing, how they approaching Bainfield. I think everybody's approaching the north today. Ah, there's tower and there's approach here, so we have some control over. And I am where I am, I'm here. Nice. Yeah, but I'm logged in as 737 for some reason, so I need to disconnect. Connect again. 77 300 TR. Connect. Why was it 737? Unknown city to unknown city, so the flight plan has been cancelled. Maybe it's because it has disconnected. Scene brief. So approaching 1000 feet to level off. We'll need to go with this view flight plan. And prefile on network VATSIM prefile. Good. It seems it's there. Call sign Boeing, IFR, KPF 30030492. Okay. So correct. Let's go. Should be there in a second. Nice. Very nice. So going back. As we do have 80s here. 128650. We are going to listen to the 80s before we start preparation. 128 65. Why I cannot hear my 80s? 128650. That's the correct frequency. Okay, maybe I'm too far, but I don't think I'm too far. I'm just about next to the airfield. It's not that far. Okay, whatsoever. They are departing south, so I guess that's gonna be a for us as well. Approach. I would like to go approach for 16 right. Let's do the 16 right. And we're going to load this approach into the FMS. Approach route, arrival, Paintfield, LS, that's Zulu. 16 right via Charlie Victor Victor, executed. And from some point we're just gonna proceed to Charlie Victor Victor, so we'll see. 109.3 is the ILS, 109.3. It has the nav radius somewhere, probably in here. Cab initialization. Nope. Where do you do the nav setting on that one? That's a great freaking question. How do you do the nav setting on 777? It has to be somewhere. So that's the data. That's HF. I cannot enter it automatic manually, so it has to be somewhere. Maybe in the nav here. Nope. Com. Nope. ATC. Yeah, that's CPDLC. We're not going to use the CPDLC. That's a great question. What is the nav setting here? You come on. Don't be mean to me. OBS audio. So maybe let's go to menu and maybe in this one, nav radio, yeah, that's in the FNS, okay, I have here, got it here. ILS will be park, which is IPA, India Papa Echo Alpha, Alpha Echo IPA. But why is not set? 109.3. Incorrect nav setting. Okay. Can load the winds, but that's not what we're looking for. And what exactly you are doing now? Yeah, I got it, but I cannot set it up, so it doesn't accept anything. I have 324, but it doesn't want to accept anything. It just has some automatic here. Maybe I can pre-select it 109.3. Yeah, still something. And ILS. Yeah. We'll go to it later on. Okay, so once we are already on the high altitude, let's do some practice. And there is a weather cell here, so we will head towards Zakio. Let's go left to Zakio, so Zavio. So we just fly through this weather and we'll see if it's correlated with what we see on the screen. And once we finish up the turn, I will try to go down to the stall speed and we'll see the behavior in the simulator. Okay. Yeah, it's nicely done, huh? It's a piece of job. If you choose the arrival, it will set everything up by itself. I basically did choose the arrival already. Arrival on Painfield 16/Charlie Victor Victor, and it's executed, but I can go just to Charlie Victor Victor intercept. I cannot set it active. Let's go like this. The only thing I know how to do is minimums 770 feet. So we'll prepare the minimums. Of course, it's terribly slow. But we can do that. Oh, come on. Okay, it's accelerating a little. And I'm still very, very far away from 770. Even if I go with shift, it should speed it up, but it doesn't. Okay, 200 feet left, so we still have some time to go. I don't see any weather ahead of us. I see the radar returns of the weather just 1 o'clock, about 80 miles from here, which should be feasible, but I cannot see it at the moment. Maybe it will come up, but maybe not. But that's the first airplane in Flight Simulator that has at least simulated weather radar. It doesn't work, or at least I don't know if it's working or not, but it is simulated. 770, bravo Captain, bravo. So now let's go to altitude hold, and let's reduce speed to something within the low speed buffer, let's say 220. Okay, so it's slowing down, it has quite a lot of inertia, it's a very heavy airplane, as we remember. Let's go to 10. And there are some interesting facts about 777, some interesting accidents, like the Asiana in San Francisco, which I have learned that 777 has this protection that even if the autopilot and auto throttle is off, and the speed is going down, it will add thrust. So I'm just wondering if it will let me go below the amber bar. It seems that she doesn't really go below that. It's maintaining 235 even if the bug is less. So let's go 240 for instance. Yeah, now it's going up. But if I go to, I don't know, 180, it doesn't want to go below. It's clearly not going less. But how about if I go idle myself? I'll set speed of, I don't know, 260. Autopilot, airspeed low, auto throttle disconnect. Yeah, it's basically went off from the altitude hold mode and it's went to the level change. So it has protection. At the high altitude it went to level change and it just didn't want to go below the speed. Okay, now we'll see. Okay, it's not protected like Airbus that you can just, you cannot stall it. You can stall it. You can stall any airplane, including Airbus. But this one has more protections than the other ones. Okay, so in automatic flight it is protected. Let's go back to VNAV. Yeah, you cannot climb and accelerate, it's too heavy, huh? Airspeed low. Can I just recall it, like cancel? Yeah, I can, but I should not, definitely. You can see that gaining speed at this high altitude is very hard. I did the same on 737, I had 370 and for some reason the reclimb we have reached the amber bar and we couldn't accelerate again. Okay, for us amber bar was like 7.8, sorry 6.8. So you see it's not that easy. Okay, let's go auto throttle disconnect, autopilot disconnect. I'd like to silence that. And now let's go idle and see if she has any kind of protection against my super smart piloting skills. So I'm just basically pulling back. Yeah, it went off from VNAV path, so the flight director has disappeared. Airspeed low, altitude alert, auto throttle disconnect. And seems it lets me pull back. Okay, it's floating a lot. You can feel that it's heavy and it's going very slow, so the manual flight is very... I'm not sure if it's realistic, because I cannot tell if it's realistic or not. But it feels realistic. It gives you that heavy feeling. So try to pull back. I'm pulling back fully, and I cannot reach the pitch limit indicator. We'll see what happens if the speed falls even more. So it seems that the yeah, it's, you see, it's reducing my deflection. So even if I'm pulling fully back, the fly-by-wire is reducing the deflection of the elevators. So basically maintaining the minimum speed and the maximum angle of attack, but we cannot stall it. Maybe if I do some more aggressive movements, but no, I cannot. It's just limiting me. So let's go full throttle again. That's nice. Now I need to stall, but it doesn't let me stall as well. It's just giving me stick shaker, but it's still flying on the speed. So hot throttle is back on, hot throttle is armed, and it gives you this hard feeling that it's very heavy and it needs a lot of input. So it feels really, really realistic. Okay, let's give it full authority again, autopilot on, throttle on. We'll see how you will handle the situation yourself. But it seems to be nice. Maybe let's go to 340. So we're quite heavy, and let's go to 340. Maybe a vertical speed for now. And as you see, it has vertical speed versus flight path angle. So we can maintain like Airbus 1.3 degree glide path. It doesn't have to be vertical speed. Likewise with the heading, you can maintain true track instead of heading. So you see that during the descent the airspeed is rising already nicely. I don't need the flight controls here. Vlad is asking, hi, the 737 has a single FMC. Yes and no. The older ones, they used to have a choice. In the old 737 you could have single FMC. Okay, it had two displays, but it was single computer inside. But all new NGs and Maxes are always equipped with the dual FMC feature, so you cannot have it with single FMC. This is USA, that's a visual approach. Yes, that's correct. So we're gonna do the visual approach here. Sounds good, and after the visual approach I would like to do some traffic patterns. So we'll practice some traffic patterns as well. Let's go to VNAV, and I would like to have VNAV at 340. So 340, my friend, execute, stroke target, compute. VNAV alt. I don't want to have VNAV alt. I want to have thrust and VNAV speed. Thank you very much. And let's go to 340. Okay, since we are on 340, I will disconnect and practice some flying here. We'll see how does it behave. I can give you this flight control display. So I'm basically using full movements, full deflections, but it's deflecting only some of them. And yeah, likewise with that. As you see, take a look. I will be pulling back fully in a second. So now it's neutral, and I pull back fully, it initially will deflect fully and then go back to slightly above something. So let's go full, and then it's limiting the speed and it's reducing the load. Nice. There you go. It's all yours again. 340. So I'd like to proceed direct to this point, actually this airfield, and yeah, I'd like to descend to 200 feet, 20,000 feet, where we're gonna do some work, air work. Let's say 250, maybe 240. Flight level change. So does it have any overspeed protection? It should have, huh? So I go to the red band, I go 340, and we'll see if it will exceed the speed or it will not exceed the speed. In the meantime, some auto brakes. We have flaps 30. Let's go with flaps 30. No, she doesn't want to do the overspeed. Maybe if I go to the vertical speed and I increase the rate to something like 6,000 feet per minute, and I would like to go even more, like 400. It's reducing the thrust, but still the rate is that big that it should do the overspeed. I need to get lower altitude, I guess. So it doesn't have the overspeed protection, but I'm not sure if the real one has. Overspeed, autopilot. But it's still connected. It's still connected. So let's go to level change, reduce the thrust, reduce the speed. Okay, we don't have the protection, that's what we know. We can use the speed brake. To help it slow down. Back to VNAV. Speed brakes up. Thank you very much. And VNAV here will be 50200. Nice. Let's turn to Charlie Victor because it's far away. It's 113 miles. So the top of descent is still far away. Speed 1000, and let's take a look on what's going on in Seattle. The tower is still active, Mr. Matthew Armstrong, and the 80s is active as well, but that's far away. Fixed page runway. Which one we are heading to? We're heading for runway 16 right. I'd like to have 15 and let's say 8 miles. So terrain is working, obviously, but it was working the other place as well. spot. The weather radar has been not, and I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, but it has some feedback. It's invalid entry. I want to have 250 below 100, not 240. How about that? Okay, I like that. Go to descent checklist. Vehicle checked, notes checked, auto brake is 3. Landing data, VREF 141. Minimums 770. Approach briefing completed. Descent check is completed. Approach checklist is next. But before that, yeah, sure, we did everything. We did even approach to stall, which we cannot do anymore. And we have 40 miles to double descent. Let's try to listen up the 80s. One to 8.680 is there. That's 650. It's 650, 128.650, so it doesn't work. Okay. So we have LNAV, we have VNAV, and since we are VNAV, I would like to have some lower altitude, and at this point we have at 3000 UGBA at 3000, so let's go to 3000 feet. So pre-select 3000 and we'll see what happens. You know, there are some 787s in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but none of them is actually simulating VNAV in any reasonable way. And this one seems to be. I go to FEBVA. Now we'll see what happens. So FEBVA and then final turn. So just fly to FEBVA. There is no other reason to do. Nothing else to do except they do have an arrival. So we have day into arrival. Oh yeah, we still have some arrival. Day into. But it's not flowing into anything. Just go direct to FEBVA. Unless there is some approach controller coming up, but I don't see anyone. And where I am at the moment, and if I'm still, I'm still unknown for some reason. No flight plan. Sim brief. And I would like to. Let's try it again. Pre-file sim brief. Flight plan. Let's go. Just do it again. Maybe it will come up. Hopefully. Descend now. Drag required. This is the reason I want to descend now, not later. and there's still no flight plan. And I have cosine in use, blah 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 blah. So maybe just try disconnecting. Let's file it again. Filed successfully. And let's connect again. You can click on the labels to set the speed brake automatically on the pre-selected positions. Nice. Nice. That's useful. Seems to be some weather ahead of us. And some of you are saying that that's PMDG, so it has to be working fine from the day of release, which is absolutely true. Yeah, and now I'm displayed as 777 and the flight plan is in there. So yeah, finally I made it. And if you take a look on the VATSIM live map, it's full of 777. It's just full of 777s. Every single plane is 777. You cannot see anything else than 777 here. Overhead Warsaw airspace, we have some of them. They are not 777s, but if you take a look on Atlantic or Ocean or Pacific Ocean, it's only 777s, only. There's one Airbus A330. Maybe the guy is flying an X-plane or something that doesn't have the 777. So altimeter is 3005. Let's set 3005, idle 3005, set inches of mercury, set 1, 2, 3 times up, check these altimeters. 1005 set. Now landing check the speed brake. I'm landing here. Down flaps 30. Good. So I'd like to do some touch and goes. I will see if this guy will let me do some touch and goes. And there is some traffic here, but it's not that heavy. So maybe he will. We can do that. Probably yes. But seems that I'm the only arrival in the very near future. Yeah. There's no one else around me. This guy's flying to Seattle. But everyone is departing. There's guy to Dubai, to Zurich. Okay, let's do that. We'll see. Yeah, the next heavy traffic will be probably upon release of MD-11. Probably yes. Dobry wieczór, cześć Marku. There are 1,650 users in VATSIM, and out of them 863 are on 777s. So that's quite a statistic, and that's the proof of quality of PMDG. So 10,000 feet, fuel balance, lights on, cabin descending, and recall. So we need to check the fuel, which is balanced. We have 30 something thousand, 32,000, and the cabin is descending. Yeah, cabin is descending, landing altitude 600 set, and Scan flow complete. 10 checks complete. Just wonder how it's gonna be handling during the landing, because the high altitude handling is very nice. It's really cool. Like, you feel that this plane is heavy. It feels realistic, unlike okay, 737 from PMDG feels nice, but it's still missing that point, especially during taxi on the ground. If you taxi a 737, it feels that it's just like carton or cardboard or something, and this one feels really, really heavy. So we are going to do some touch and goes, and after touch and goes, probably we're gonna need to do some taxi, so maybe it would be a nice idea to prepare for taxi as well. So after landing, I would like to vacate via Alpha 8 and airport info, that's take up minimum obstacles. What are the stand numbers or something? Maybe on reference, not really, huh? Oh, whatever. I have my company iPod and we'll find out something. So if the ILS has been already there or not. Yeah, India Papa Alpha Echo, yeah, 163. Correct. Nice. I would like to go to Kilo Papa Echo Alpha. Cabin is ready. And I got some stand numbers. But then there's no stand numbers, there's just Boeing cramp or something. So everyone is doing delivery flights. Okay, we'll manage, we'll be fine. How many track miles we have left? That's a good question. We have 30 miles to go, roughly. So we should be probably slowing down soon. So there is no diesel point. We'll see. We'll see. I will let him fly. I will let air fly. And we're gonna see the outcome. So we're still not reducing the speed, even though we should be reducing the speed. Okay, flap limit is 265 for flaps 1, so we still have some extra speed to be extending the flaps. But yeah, 25 miles, and I'm still going 250, which I don't really like. Give it some speed break at least. I'll go with flaps 1. Level change, please. I go 220. Speed brakes extended. And flaps 5. Speed 5 set. Next is flaps 15 at 230 knots. So we can go flaps 10. Sorry, flaps 15. Speed braking back to armed. Slightly too high, but it should be a big threat yet. Cliff approach. Tower frequency set. Tower Boeing 420 for radio check, please. Maybe I know why I'm not hearing the 80s, because the settings probably messed up. I'm on work, and this is this apply. Okay. Tower Boeing 420 for radio check, please. One 132.950. That's the wrong frequency. 132.950.
No, 122.8, see you later.
Indigo 122.8, thank you very much, Emirates 7777.
And Bay Tower 2016 Delta is ready at Alpha 6, runway 16 right.
Roger, Bonanza 2016 Delta, I gotta keep you waiting here for about maybe 3-4 minutes for wake turbulence. It's the FAA rules, unfortunately.
Heading 163.
Roger that, we'll hold short, we'll do a run up real quick, and I'm gonna step away from the computer for about a minute and a half.
Roger, that's fine, just give me a call when you're back and I'll get you in.
Roger that, will do, thanks.
Tower, good afternoon, Boeing 420, radio check, please.
2500.
Boeing 42 Hotel, Pan Tower, hello, I hear you 505.
Good afternoon, sir. Becoming fully established 16 right, and if possible, we would like to request some visual traffic pattern, please. Maybe 2 touch and goes.
Roger, Boeing 42 Heavy, runway accretion, make right close. Oh my God, make right close traffic, runway 16 right. Report midfield downwind each pass. Runway 16 right, clear for the option.
Okay, clear for touch and go, and after touch and go to the right, visual traffic pattern will call you downwind every time 42 down.
Boeing 42 Hotel, just be advised, in the US the standard traffic pattern height is 1,000 feet above ground.
That's copied 42, thank you. That's some nice information. Flaps 20, flaps 25, and flaps 30. Final speed 146. Approach is armed. So auto brake will be off. And the field elevation is 600, so 1600 will be the traffic pattern altitude. This will be challenging. Checklist. So speed brake arm, landing gear down, flaps 30. The landing checklist completed.
Station trying to call Payne Tower. I'm getting a lot of just empty transitions like static from your microphone for like a short burst of time.
Maybe.
And Musket here, Niner Yankee Whiskey Heavy. No further ATC services available. Fred, go ahead and Musket, you call now. 122.8. See you later. Enjoy your flight.
So it's not captured. So
122, that's my Unicom. Thanks for your service. Have a great day. Bye bye.
And we'll do it manually.
And Bay Tower 2016 Delta is back in the cockpit.
Roger, Bonanza 2016 Delta. Bonanza 2016 Delta, flight runway heading the wind 060 caution wake turbulence, departing Boeing 777-300 ER, runway 16 right at Alpha 6, clear for takeoff.
fly runway heading and hold on site. Clear for takeoff. Runway 16, 2016 Delta.
Checked.
Plain Tower, good afternoon, or whatever time it is. Speedbird 777, parts on the ramp with information Charlie. Cleared please to London Heathrow.
Speedbird 777, I guess. Plain Tower, good morning to you as well. Stand by, number 1.
Let's continue descending. Yeah, I feel lost. Just a little, but should be fine. Definitely too low.
1,000.
Stabilized on my side. On the profile, I don't like the flight directives. So.
Plain Tower, good afternoon. Claim 621, stand at the Boeing ramp 109, I believe was. We request clearance to John F. Kennedy.
KLM 621 Heavy, Plain Tower, good morning. Stand by, number 2 for clearance.
Down 61.
Bonanza 2016 Delta, it's been a pleasure, my friend. No further ATC service available, I'm afraid. Want you to come now, 168, see you later.
A pleasure it has been. Thanks for the ATC, and you're doing a great job. See you later, 2016 Delta.
And Boeing 428, please confirm, cleared for touch and go.
Approaching.
Affirm Boeing 42 Hotel, I cleared you for the option ages ago.
Thank you, sir.
Minimums. Glide slow.
Landing.
Glide slow.
I'm going a
Glide
little bit
slow.
lower.
Glide slow. Glide slow. 20. 10.
Laps are going up. Oj, it's nervous here. Laps 15. Set thrust. We may get some takeoff config warning. Acceleration view on. Positive rate came up.
Super 777 Heavy, Plain Tower, have your clearance here, advise, ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Speedbird 777 Heavy.
Super 777 Heavy, you're cleared London Heathrow via the Payne 6 departure, radar vectors out, send us files, maintain 3000, expect flight level 370, 5 minutes after departure. Departure is offline, squawk 3516.
After takeoff checklist completed.
Right, okay, the Payne 6 departure 16 right, radar vectors initially climbing up to 3,000 feet. Flight level 370, 5 minutes after departure, squawk 3516, Speedbird 777 Heavy.
Super 777 Heavy, the readback is correct. Push at your discretion, call me short of Alpha for taxi.
Call you short of Alpha and push me with Speedbird 777 Heavy, cheers.
I cannot see freaking anything, and I'm trying to do the visual traffic patterns. We'll be fine.
KLM 621 Heavy, Payne Tower, have your clearance here, advise, ready to copy.
Yeah, 61, ready, copy clearance, and we have information showing.
Okay,
Alright, thanks Charlie, KLM 621 Heavy, you're cleared to the John F. Kennedy International Airport via the Payne 6 departure. Radar vector Seattle vortex for them as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 410, 5 minutes after departure. Departure is offline, squawk 3452.
1,000.
Copy that, Claim 61 Heavy cleared to John F. Kennedy. The Payne 6 departure via the Seattle vortex. Climb 3000, flight level 4105 minutes after departure, squawk 3452, KLM 61 Heavy.
4 miles.
KLM 621 Heavy, the readback is correct. Push at your discretion, call me short of Alpha for taxi.
Push on discretion, and for question, do we get towed to, let's see, close to intersection Alpha and we start up over there?
Springs Tower, American 9885 is ready with information.
American 9885 Heavy, thanks for Charlie, standby number 1, break, KLM 61 Heavy. Sure, you can do that, start off at Alpha then, and give me a call when you're ready for your taxi clearance.
Okay, I'm not sure how the standard procedure is, but we'll go over there and call you back. KLM 61 Heavy.
Boeing 4 Hotel downwind 16 right.
Boeing 42 Hotel, the wind's 060 at 6, Christian 060 at 3, you're only 16 right, clear for the option.
Clear for touch and go 16 right, thank you very much, Boeing 4 Hotel. Keep turning, so decreasing the speed, not descending yet. I need to increase the bank angle here.
American 9885 Heavy, Payne Tower, have your clearance here, advise, ready to copy.
Go 148 this time. Okay. Slightly too tight.
Payne Tower, Alaska 660, we're ready to taxi with
And that
Charlie.
should be fine.
Alaska 660, standby.
See the runway.
Glide slow.
Yes, I saw the runway. Now I can go on
Glide
flight.
slow.
I know.
Alaska 660, runway 16 right, taxi via Juliet Alpha, Alpha 1.
Juliet Alpha, Alpha 116, right, Alaska 660.
Glide slow.
Needs a lot of thrust, like full thrust to maintain the altitude and speed. Even if I try to reduce a little, it's already dipping down on altitude or speed. Lights up alive. And we're clear for the option, as the guy said. Now we're slightly too high. So speed brakes up.
Boeing Tower, good afternoon, Speedbird 77 Whiskey, somewhere on the ramp with Charlie, to speed on the Heathrow.
Checked.
Seabird 77 Whiskey, I see you somewhere on the ramp. Payne Tower, standby number 1.
400. 300.
Too high, too quick.
Approaching minimums.
Reducing the
200.
thrust.
Minimums.
Landing. It's not that easy.
100.
And Seabird 77 Whiskey, Payne Tower, have your clearance here, advise, ready to copy.
10.
We're ready to copy Speedbird 77 Whiskey.
Seabird 77 Whiskey, cleared London Heathrow via the Payne 6 departure, radar vectors out, then as filed. Maintain 3000, expect level 370, 5 minutes after departure. Departure is offline, squawk 1636.
Right. Get up.
Clear to London Heathrow on the Payne 6 departure, initial climb 3000 expected to vectors. 5 minutes after departure we'll go to 370, booking 1636 for Speedbird 77 Whiskey.
Seabird 77 Whiskey, the route back is correct. Push at your discretion, call me short of Alpha for taxi.
Push you at discretion, call you for taxi, Speedbird 77 Whiskey.
No, it's quite difficult. It's tricky. It's not that easy like 737. Maybe it's easy, but I'm not used to. I need some...
Columbus Tower, American 9885 is radio check.
American 9885, I hear you 5 by 5, how about myself?
Speed brake out. Auto brake, let's say 4. And yeah, we're fully ready.
I'm going to take that as a 0 by 0 for 2016 Delta.
0 by 0.
Yeah, I second that.
Okay. Nice. So, interesting stuff. I like this product. I like PMDG. And maybe we're gonna do some more flying over the weekend, except tomorrow at night I have to fly to, I think, Corfu or something like that. I don't want to go too close to the runway.
Boeing 42 Heavy, correction, Boeing 42 Hotel Heavy, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Wilco, and after this one, full stop landing, please. Boeing 42.
Roger, Alaska 660, the wind is 0603. Fly runway heading, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, 16 right, Alaska 660.
So I start timing again, but since it's extended downwind. And again it's on PMDG, if I'm trying to hit the clock it's turning blue. I don't know what's happening here, but I don't want to touch it, so just leave it like it is.
Boeing 42 Hotel Heavy, base turn approved.
Okay, 30 seconds for hotel.
Roger, and Boeing 42, correction, 42 Hotel Heavy, runway 16 right, clear for the option.
Late land for hotel, thank you very much. So let's turn inbound. Let's go again down. So use speed.
9936, reach Charlie to Atlanta.
Drops 20.
Delta 9936, Pan Tower, hello, something.
Drops 25. And I don't want to be descending. Drops 4. 149, and again I will need a lot of thrust to maintain the level of flight. Yeah, I know, but I haven't.
Delta 9936 Heavy, Pan Tower, have your clearance here, advisor, ready to copy.
For some reason, in States...
Delta 9936 Heavy, close to the Hartsfield Jackson, correction, Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, via the paid 6 departure, radar vectors, shuttle vortex for them as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 3990, 5 minutes after departure. Departure is offline, squawk 1667.
On the profile, so I'm starting to descend.
Clear to Atlanta, main departure, Seattle transition as filed, maintain.
Landing checklist
3000,
complete that.
departure offline, squawk 1667, Delta 9936.
Delta 9936 Heavy, the readback is correct. Push at your discretion, call me short of Alpha for taxi.
Nice weather for visual flying. Yeah, useful.
Squamish Tower, American 9885, you reading?
American 9885, I can hear you, can you hear me?
Got you this time, finally figured it out, thanks.
500.
Roger, American 9885 Heavy, put your IFR clearance here, and advise, ready to copy.
Stand by.
300.
Ready for American 9885 Heavy.
Checked.
200.
American 9885 Heavy, you're clear to the Miami International Airport via the Payne 6 departure. Radar vectors shuttle vortex then as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 370, 5 minutes after departure. Departure is offline, squawk 6672.
Speed brakes up. Auto brake.
We are clear at Payne 5 departure, direct to the Seattle VOR. Expect flight level 370, 5 minutes after departure, squawk 6672.
American 9885, just confirm, Heavy please, just confirm for me, it's the Payne 6 departure, not the Payne 5.
Mono braking.
Payne 6 departure, American 9885 Heavy.
American 9885 Heavy, the readback is correct. Push at your discretion, call me short of Alpha for taxi.
Call you short of Alpha for taxi.
Reverse off.
Alaska 660, if not forgotten by you, no further ATC service available. Fred, want to get call now, 1218, see you later.
Oh, here comes, yep.
Weather is off.
Boeing 42 Hotel Heavy, welcome back to Payne Field. Where would you like to park today, sir?
We can taxi left to the plant, the Boeing plant. Thank you very much for it.
Roger, Boeing 42 Hotel Heavy, the Boeing plant, taxi via Alpha 3.
Alpha 3, Boeing 42. So Alpha is my first left, isn't it? Yeah, Alpha.
Boeing 777 Heavy, request taxi.
Speedbird 77,
Just had to
correction,
make
Speedbird
sure.
777 Heavy, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha 1.
16 right, via Alpha 1, Speedbird 777 Heavy.
Ops are going up.
Speedbird 77 Whiskey for taxi.
Speedbird 77 Whiskey, follow the company traffic.
Follow the company that should its engines to Alpha 1, Speedbird 77 Whiskey.
And I would like to start the APU. Travel lights off, taxi lights on, landing lights off. And transponder going back to standby. And Alpha 3 is the second right. So we'll taxi to Alpha 3. There's some other 777 behind, but of course I cannot see them. For some reason. And I do have the data on, so it should be there. Anyway guys, thank you very much for coming today. Just a quick summary, it's a very good product as always. As every single product from PMDG. Okay, that's supposed to be a follow me or something. You leave the like under the video if you enjoyed, so subscribe to the channel, and I see you next time. Thank you very much. And if you do have any questions, I'll be jumping to the chat in a second, and I'll disconnect the FAT SIM so we don't have any traffic here. Okay, Tower Boeing 40 Tel, thank you very much for your service. I will disconnect not to cause any disruptions. Have a good afternoon, bye bye.
Bye, see you later, thanks for flying.
So it's disconnected, yeah, and that's a follow me. Kind of follow me. And this guy was so freaking loud. And in manual flying I couldn't turn him down. It's a lot of 777s here. Huh? Nice. So taxi lights are off. Let's find some empty spot for us. Now, there's one here, but we will need to be pulled in. Oh, there's one. Bravo, Captain. Bravo, Captain. Very nice. And I will try to do a single engine taxi. How does it work in this one? Suppose it works well. So everyone is standing tail in, but I'm gonna be the one standing nose in. I don't think anyone will mind that. Brakes are up. I haven't stilled the speed brake yet. Okay, that should be far enough. Parking brake is set. APU is running, so number one cut off. Okay, those speed brakes are massive. You can see they are the size of I don't know what, but they're pretty much the size of the door, even bigger than the door. So it's still the speed brake. And beacon off, turn off. Seatbelt sign off, and we do the shutdown. So off. And the ground power will be available in a second. So ground operations. Set chocks, air starter unit I don't need, so release. I would like to have ground power. So ground power is available. I turn it on. APU is off. Adiro is off. Window head is not required anymore. We're not gonna fly anymore. APU bleed is off, and pretty much we have finished. So shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't switched off. Fuel pumps off. Parking brake is set. Shutdown checklist completed. Next is secure checklist. Emergency lights off and plugs off. So pucks off, and emergency lights off. Off, not armed, but off. Thank you very much. They are off now. Secure checklist is completed. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for flying with me today. So, if you had any questions, just leave me a comment. I will try to answer you as soon as possible. And in the meantime, I'm going back to sleep as I need to fly tomorrow again. So once again, thank you very much. If you want to buy this airplane, it's totally worth its price. It's quite expensive, but $75 or $77. I would totally recommend that. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Fly safe.